Christ says, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, throughout Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth." How do we do that? It requires 4 things: prayer, learning, belonging, mission. The result? We'll each be better equipped to bring the love of Jesus Christ and His holy church to a contemporary society in desperate need of His divine healing, teaching, and peace. I'm Bishop Earl Boyea of Lansing. Join me on this year-long journey as week by week we master how to respond to that call of Jesus Christ to each of us. This is Be My Witnesses. My sisters and brothers in the Lord, welcome to Week 8 of BMW Be My Witnesses. I am Bishop Earl Boyea of the Diocese of Lansing. We are continuing to be witnesses to Jesus in very concrete ways with this last episode of our first cycle of formation. With these small steps, we are becoming missionary disciples of the Lord. For this session, let us reflect on one of the spiritual works of mercy. The very heart of St. Luke's Gospel is chapter 9, verse 51. When the days for his being taken up were fulfilled, he resolutely determined to journey to Jerusalem. Jesus knew what he would be facing. On his first stop, he encountered opposition. James and John were willing to call down fire from heaven to consume these opponents, but Jesus rebuked them. We are to bear wrongs patiently. The greatest example of this is found in Jesus' own words as he was dying on the cross. "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." Life is not fair. How often have we heard this from our parents? We may be the object of gossip, which may be completely false or have a small truth in it blown out of proportion. Friends may not follow through on their promises to us or even break a confidence. There are many occasions which will test our patience. We often will want to retaliate or treat others as they have treated us. Here we might be ascribing to an eye for an eye, and we all know what Jesus said about that. He told us in his famous Sermon on the Mount to turn the cheek, to hand over our cloak, to go the extra mile, to turn our back on no one. This does not mean that we are saying we somehow deserve the ill treatment. After all, Jesus did not deserve the cross. No, Jesus wanted us to counter any evil with good, with love. He knew, and we must believe, that God can draw good from anything. In spite of our own faults and weaknesses, we can be a means of advancing God's kingdom. For whenever anyone bears the pain of unjust suffering because of consciousness of God, that is a grace. Patience is the key. This is not a patience which waits for God to zap those who oppose us. Rather, it is a patience for God to work his wonders through us. As Jesus said, "Love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you." And the virtue of patience is never the easiest for us to embrace. For this week's challenge, reread this verse from St. Luke chapter 6, verse 27, and seek an occasion to love, to do good, to bless, to pray, as a response to some perceived wrong. Till next week, may God bless you.